Alright, let's make book reviews for these. Well, one at a time. This one I finished reading. It was pretty good. It was interesting. Like some other reviews said, it literally is like a fairy tale for adults. Adults for sure. Not for children. The back was let's see, just yeah, it's kind of like a typical story at the start and kind of throughout, but I don't know, like there's like, I don't know how to explain it. Well, it has gore, that's for sure. It's just nice, it's a good amount. Not too much and stuff. I think it was a perfect amount of gore. Yeah, the poor unicorn. Okay, no spoilers other than that, but let's just say that the unicorn was, it didn't have the best of fates. Yeah, so it starts off, well, we start off with his father, Tristan's father. But we follow Tristan mostly for the book. He vows or promises to find the falling star for the one he loves. And yeah, it's basically a story of whether he can find it and give it to her. Quite simple. It was quite good. It's still not quite my taste. Like, I don't think I'd read it again. But also I like the cover. But I definitely don't regret reading it, I think, yeah. It's not intriguing enough for me to read his other books. But yeah, so I'll give it like if I could give it a 3.5 out of 5, I would for Goodreads, but they don't let you do that. So I would give it a 3 still, I think. Yeah, it's just because it's not my taste. If it was my taste, I'd probably give it a 5 or a 4. Because it's still like fantasy, and the type of fantasy is not like my favorite series, The Keeper of the Lost Cities, I think. This one is like, it's like there's a human side and like a fairy side of the world, kind of like We Free Men as well. Oh wait, no, We Free Men is more like the unseen world. Never mind. It's not quite like that. It's a bit like that, but not like We Free Men. It's like the adult version of We Free Men. Like We Free Men, she tries to find her brother and rescue him back, just because it's her duty, not because she actually likes him that much. But this one is to find a falling star for the girl he likes. And yeah, it's definitely not for kids though. There's like a sex scene right near, like, I don't know where it was. I think it was like page 60, page 30, early on. And this is like how many pages is this? Honestly, I'm kind of dumb. It clicked way too late. Of like, obviously that scene made sense as to why it was there. It just clicked way too late. Like when, also the character designs or like descriptions are nice. I like the design of the falling star. You'll see what I mean if I read it. Like the descriptions of it. And I like the description of the cat lady thing. Actually, I forgot. I should have tried and find more of how she looks like. I only saw artwork of the star and Tristan, which is pretty nice actually. The artwork is nice from what I can find on Google. Yeah. I think it's supposed to be set in like current, like modern, I don't know, world, because it does mention like British Isles, London, and then there's this fairy world. I really like the, whatever it was a dwarf or something that he encounters early on in the fairy world. it only clicked to me that actually I also like the mystery of what's it called? um okay, maybe I should say this is the spoiler part now. Yeah. Wait. Not spoiler part yet, but I recommend this if you like fantasy. If you're an adult and like fantasy. What else? I guess that's it. If you want a fairy tale that's for an adult, that's basically what it is. What you get. Like, this is as accurate as it could be. Like, the most perfect description for it, I think. Yep. Okay, now spoiler part. So I really like when Tristan finds the star. He treats it like an object at first. Like, I mean, I think I like that. Like, he treats it like an object at first, not like a human, because it is not human. It is a star. But because of their fantasy type world, it's like, you know how it is. Like, the fantasy world things, like, I don't know, I can't say, I can't speak. I don't know, it's like people don't treat those creatures in Harry Potter the same as humans, because they're not. Kind of like that. He treats it like a star, like, chains him to her to him. And, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like, you can see, eventually he'll probably treat her like a living being, you know? He won't keep... I mean, he never treats her that badly, except, like, chaining her up. Like, he cares for her and stuff. And I actually love that he's an adult protagonist. Protagonist is 18. But there's a funny part where he describes his love for... Who is it? V something? Victoria. As pure. But then he climbs a tree, tries to spy on her, and then falls and broke his leg. Which I wouldn't say is quite pure. That does not sound pure at all. But yeah, I could tell, like, the beginning, I don't know, he seems really desperate. And yeah, like, I think even he said, like, all the men want Victoria, and I don't know why I don't like the name Victoria. It reminds me of the one in Twilight, Victoria, the redhead. But no, Victoria, I'm low-key glad that she, I don't know, maybe I'm mean. I'm low-key glad that she was worried for, I don't know how long Tristan was gone for from his village. I think a year, maybe more. Yeah, she was so guilty. She didn't marry the one she loved because of the promise she made to Tristan, that he would do anything he wanted if he found the falling star. Oh man, I really wish Victoria knew that. No, I forgot her name. I can't say her name anyway. Her name is hard. Yvain or Vane. I didn't. There's a character with that name in let me show. There's a character with that name in one of these books. I can't remember which one. I think it was a guy with that name in one of these. No, one of these three, I mean. Also, they look like the same. Sirius is not. It's from the same publisher though, so maybe that's why. Yeah, I don't know how to say her name. Yvain, who knows? But I like her design. Like her hair, like silver, very lightish blonde kind of, blue eyes. I imagine them to be like icy blue, husky eyes. The dog husky, because that is what it was described as, icy blue. I also really love how, like, he promised his mom that he would what was it? Stormhold? I think it was called Stormhold. Come back to Stormhold to, like, rule or whatever. And then his mom agreed. Yeah, one thing I give props to is that some of the scenes you don't see, and like for example, when he wants to confront his mom, say like he wants to travel with Yvain or whatever her name is, before doing all that ruling, he's uh, like we're at that scene, and then the star wants to walk away. It doesn't want to get into this. It's like a yeah, it doesn't want to go into this whole drama. So she walks away. So we go with her point of view. We don't stay at Tristan's and the whole argument point of view. And I think that's smart. Like sometimes you don't know how to like write the argument, or you've written it. Honestly, I don't have any doubt that he wrote the argument, but then thought it was not good enough. So he just went with the star's point of view, and then the star meets the witch that tried to kill her, and then Tristan and the mom finish discussing. He walks to the star and asks if she was alright or whatever. So yeah, we just get to skip the whole conversation. He does that a lot, I think. Not a lot, like a few times I noticed. But it was smooth that it wasn't like jarring. Like it was good. It was a good strategy. Also yeah, that whole scene with the witch at the thing was so brutal at the hut. And I'm guessing one of the I forget the character, the one that got his neck slit in the cabin in the woods, or what was it called, cabin? Cabin in the woods. That is Tristan's uncle, isn't it? Like he wouldn't know that. He wouldn't have known that, but I think it is his uncle, right? Or guy, or unicorn. Yeah. Having one person as the tree, like he put his friend as a tree because his friend wanted to be a tree to get the story. That was kind of funny. I was also kind of sad that that person just got turned to a tree, but at least they seem content with the tree community life. I don't know. Also, there's the Stormhold. I have to say that I really didn't give a damn about Stormhold. Like the first couple of mentions, it was so boring. But obviously now it makes sense as to why they mentioned it, because it was him, you know, he was the last son, Stormhold. But yeah, I'd say the writing is also simple, which is not a bad thing. Like, you won't kill your brain to read this. It'll be all good. Yeah. I love his first reaction to coming back to Victoria. Yeah, falling down on his knee. And then the slow realization that, like, he didn't really care that. I mean, he was surprised, but he didn't really care if she married someone else. I kind of liked it. I don't know. I don't really buy the romance between him and the star. It makes sense. It's like very Disney-ish. Like at the end, they're together. Honestly, it makes sense. Like almost trauma bonding together because they almost died how many times in the story. And honestly, like things like that would bring people closer. Like people in war. If surviving a war together, things like that, it would bring people closer. So I'm not saying that it's bad or it doesn't happen. It does happen, but it just doesn't feel, you know, as genuine. But for sure, Tristan and Victoria was not genuine. Like that, you knew that was going nowhere. Everyone knew that. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to say. His father. Durston, was it? Durston Thorne, I think. He liked Daisy. Daisy married another guy. But then later on, like a couple of years later, we see that he's married with Daisy. So I'm wondering if it's the same Daisy or another Daisy. But I'm thinking it's the same Daisy. I'm guessing the marriage with Daisy and the other guy didn't work out. And Daisy, maybe she was barren. And then Daisy, wait, no, she's not barren. He has siblings. My bad. She's not barren. But I'm guessing the marriage didn't work out. And then Daisy married Durston. Because it seemed like Daisy liked Durston. Like when he kissed her on the cheek. And yeah, she was like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what happened. Yeah. He took it quite insanely well when Victoria said that he was from Fairyland or whatever, Fairy World. Because he knew Victoria was really stressed out and stuff. He just let her talk. That's pretty nice. That's pretty good. He's a pretty good guy, I'd say. Yeah, but he also feels blank, in my opinion. Like, he feels typical, like the typical male protagonist, the nice guy male protagonist. It seems like yeah, I don't know, it just seems like just very typical main character. So those are all the reasons I give it 3 out of 5. And the girl, I'm not into the star that much, you know. She's like but like he said, it's like it makes sense why she's reacting the way she is. I mean, I would be just that upset if I was her. But I don't know. I'm not into her. I guess you would call her feisty or something. Like, she got that attitude. She has an attitude. Spunky, I guess. Yeah, I like the design of the Tristan's mom, the cat lady. I think it was like wavy black hair. Wavy black hair. Oh, short wavy black hair, cat ears. Yeah. It's so refreshing once we get to see her being free. I like that prophecy of them being free when 2 Mondays occur in the same week or something like that. That was smart. I do like that. That one was a good one. But yeah, 3 out of 5. And out of 10, I'd give it. What should I give it? 7? Maybe 7? 6.5? Maybe 7. Because it is quite hard to find a book like this, I think. Although I almost never read this kind of genre. I mean, I rarely read fantasy, but I feel like it is hard to find a book like this. And there's like 2 sex scenes. One like at the start, like to show that what was it? Tristan was like he didn't pull out when he wanted to. Tristan's father. I don't know. I got that way too late. I only realized when the mom was introduced a second time. Actually, no. I got it. I only clocked it in when the witch, her owner, the mom. This is weird. This doesn't make sense unless you read it. What I'm trying to say. But the mom's owner or whatever it's called, because the mom was a slave. So her owner called her a slut. And then I was like, wait, could it be that Tristan, I mean, that's his mom? Because like, how else would he know where everything is? I think it was mentioned that he fit in like to this world, that he felt like, I don't know, nice in this world, like despite almost dying so many times, he likes this world. So yeah, that was when I clicked it in, which was like very close to the end, which was dumb. Whatever though, that was good. But yeah, good story, I guess. 7 out of 10, I'd say. Well, thanks for watching this weird review. It's almost 20 minutes. I don't think anyone would stick this long. Whatever. Yeah, better return this. I'll return it next week. Anything else? I don't think so. Oh yeah, the second sex scene was he got killed. Well, like during that, honestly, that's her name. Honestly, that's a valid way to get killed from. Like that's one of the most vulnerable positions you could be in, or when you're asleep. Also, damn, the brothers are ruthless. They really want to be that ruler. What's it called? Yeah, because it happened in the Last Kingdom as well. To what's his name? The guy with the red hair. Not Canute, I think. Was it Canute? No, not Canute. I don't know. It was one of the tribe leaders in the Last Kingdom. He got killed. Well, no, he got killed in his sleep, but it was after. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, those two things are the most vulnerable, like ways you could get killed. So yeah, I don't mind. Like they're both relevant to the plot. I didn't like how highly detailed the first one was. Well, you know, whatever. 3 out of 5, 7 out of 10. That's it.